Hi. So, I've been seeing this guy. We've gone on about like 4 or 5 dates now. And, on our third date, we had our first kiss.
That's cute.
He offered to drop me off at home. So,
So cute.
we were in the car and we started kissing. And all of a sudden, he was kind of started moaning. And, then I realized he had came. And so, I was a little taken aback, but I didn't say anything or, like, make a big deal about it, right? I just kind of said goodnight, whatever. I thought, like, maybe that's just a one-off type thing. So then I've seen him a few times since then, and basically, like, the same thing keeps happening. Basically, when we kissed, he just comes very quickly in his pants. I don't know how to say it. And so I guess I'm wondering, like, I don't know. Now it's been like 3 times. So is this a pattern? Do I, like, give him more of a chance? I mean, we haven't been intimate yet. We've literally just kissed. So I'm not sure what to do here. Also, I mean, I like him a lot. Like, other than that, we have a lot in common. I think we want the same things. He's very kind, very sweet, successful. He's a doctor. Like, he's very smart. He's also a little older than me. He's like 42, and I'm 28. So I don't know. I would think he would kind of like have this under control by now.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just wondering your thoughts and if I should, like, give him another chance or, I don't know if I should just, like, cut my losses at this point.
This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
The hands-free bus.
Incredible. 3 times in a row.
Oh my god.
And also, she's like, he started moaning. She's like, you're kissing a woman. You're like,
no.
Yeah, how can she tell, by the way? Is it coming through the pants?
That's what I was wondering that too.
Or is it like a kind of a jerk?
I mean, I do think
like a moan.
An energy, there is an energy that changes after you bust.
Yeah.
I think you could
like the kissing stops.
It's a piece, certain piece.
Just feel and be like, oh. Like I've never busted while making out with someone, but I assume you would be able to tell.
One time I went to on Christmas Day after my parents got divorced, I went to a Korean sauna with my friends because I couldn't go. I didn't want to go home. There was no place to go.
I get that.
And so, and this guy was sitting next to me in the hot tub, and he was doing like the cricket thing with his legs,
jacking himself off
with his thighs.
Yes.
And I don't know if he busted, but I was like, I've never seen this style of technique before, so I'd be curious to know: is he doing the cricket while they're making out?
That guy's jacking
Keep an eye on his
off.
legs.
Sure.
Because you don't know what it. But if it is truly just a hands-free style bust,
that's wild.
That's also a problem.
I mean, there's a lot going on here, right? Like the fact that, the first time, here's the first piece of information. We got to be Sherlock Holmes a little bit on this show because you only get these voicemails. 3 dates, first kiss. He's 42.
Interesting.
He's 42. She's 28. 3 dates.
Yeah.
Doctor, right? My read on this guy. Nerd that never got pussy in his life, right? Finally just sort of feels comfortable. Honestly, this might be the first time he's ever gone out with a hot girl and he doesn't know what to fucking do.
Possible.
It's very possible that this guy is stuck. I mean, I don't know, doctor, 42. There's a type of guy who all he's ever done is go to school, whatever. His family's very strict, didn't date, was a geek, didn't date. Fast forward to now, and who knows how he met maybe apps for a guy like this might be, he might look a lot better on paper because maybe he's even kind of, guys sometimes hit their stride at 40, especially if they're dorks, He's handsome, he's a fucking doctor, he probably is a classy guy. Like you said, he's very kind. He's not even making a move till the 3rd date. He probably doesn't fuck that much. His dick might be in a state of being 19 years old.
Right.
Yeah,
and the fact that he busted and then he was like, oh, and then like, all right, see you later. Like, he didn't try and like, he wasn't like,
deal with it? Or
He never brought it up again. You know what I mean? It was, and look, maybe the first time you're like, that was embarrassing. Second time you try, and also the first time's in his car.
Three times.
3 times.
Right?
First time's in his car. Second time they weren't like in a house. Like, are they hooking up?
Yeah, is it escalating? 'Cause
What's
it
going
should.
on here, right? You've been on 6 dates and he's come in his fucking Lexus RX 3 times.
Yeah, like you're
it's not-
teenagers or something.
Yeah,
You
like
can't go
that's-
inside.
So you might, even though, if you really like this guy, and even though everything about him says he's more established in life than you, you might actually be more of an adult when it comes to dating as a 28-year-old than he is as a 42-year-old.
That's a very empathetic look, Stav.
Yeah.
That's what we do
That's
here.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
It's a chance for her to lead.
It is a chance for,
Right.
and you might just have to do that. And if you get everything out of this relationship, but the trade-off is, and look, some people date somebody older because they kind of want the other person to kind of be a little bit in charge, especially if they're like established. And also, who knows what this girl's into sexually? I know a lot of women where this would be a real deal breaker. If it's
I'm
like,
thinking, my gut instinct is deal breaker. Like I can't see a world where this guy's so great.
Yeah.
that you'd
Well,
want to
he-
deal with this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
that's a
Mo's
beautiful
fucking
point.
crushing
Get a little
That's
spray.
You
Get
need a
little
mic
Hims.
next time, Mo. You can't be off. Yeah, you need a mic.
Right.
Mo said there's treatments.
I do feel like
Hinting that maybe he also busts fast, but we'll never know. Yeah, he's not denying it. But I know what you mean. This might be a deal, but
6 dates in.
it's crazy.
That's
not
a
right.
lot.
Crazy.
I feel like that's a lot.
But we don't know what she's like, right? Like in a world where this is,
Right.
where you're okay with this.
Okay.
Let's finish this line of thing, and then we can move on.
Okay.
But in a world where you're okay with this, where you're like, you can deal with a because by the way, this guy busts while kissing. He ain't throwing you around. You're not getting choked by this fucking guy. You're not getting, you know what I mean? Like
You're not getting
you're gonna have
the
to.
ride of your
You're
life.
gonna no. You're gonna.
He's a chiller.
You're not. This guy's never railed anyone in his life, right? Never happened. So if that's very important to you, and I'm not gonna judge you if it is. You're gonna have to work up. You're gonna have to. The roles are gonna have to switch sexually to the point you might have to tutor him to be good at fucking you. Is that something you're interested in? He hasn't even pulled his dick out once. That's fucking crazy. Like if you've got third time you bust while kissing on the couch or something, he's not fucking hitting the shower himself,
Right.
cleaning his prick off, and then going for number 2 later. That's fucking. He hasn't tried to touch your tits. That's fucking insanity. So, but if that's okay with you. That's the way. You have to lead him through, like, and you have to bring it up. He might be so embarrassed by busting in his pants, which, honestly, if I busted my pants in that, like, that's the mark of a man who's sexually immature. Because if I busted my pants when I was, like, 15, I'd be embarrassed. Now I'd be like, I would literally think it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, I would, if I was with somebody, like,
or you'd
I've-
be like, I'm sick.
yeah, I've got
sorry,
that
like-
bust fast flu. I'm sick.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Is he? What's he saying? What's he saying afterwards? Is he going? Is he going?
yeah.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
I would love to know. You know
All
what'd be
sexy,
worse
like,
though?
look what you did to me, girl.
Trying to play
You
off
made me bust so quick.
You need to
Yeah.
put that in your back pocket. That goes right in with like your guy is a
Yeah.
guy who would try and play off.
That's like sick.
Busting
That's a
fast.
compliment.
Yeah.
You're just so freaking high. I can't
You're
believe
so
it.
freaking sexy, babe.
Well, it could be a medical issue. We don't know what's going on with
He's a
his
fucking doctor,
dick
bro. You
like
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Right.
So
He could
anyway,
be overworked too as a
could
doctor.
be overworked.
That could be exhaustion speaking. These doctors, American doctors,
got
we're treating them like shit.
Other
They don't get
effect.
sleep. They don't get the. You
You're
know what
so
I mean?
right,
Medical
man.
schools,
The
all
system
$1 million.
chews them up and spits them out.
Yeah.
So okay, that's one. But then if we're gonna be based in reality here,
He's a deviant.
there's just no way this is gonna be. You're gonna have to at the very least. You're gonna have to discuss this head on, and you're gonna have to be like, let's do. Even if he busts once, like you're gonna have to be the one that at least the first time breaks the. Let's get your dick. Let's get naked.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to do that. If that's not interesting to you, this might not be your guy. At the very least, you have to have a conversation about it and be like, this is okay. But we have to have sex if we're going to be in a relationship. Like we have to see if we're actually compatible, and we can work on everything else out. And look, if this guy busts fast, if he gets one off and then busts that quickly the second time,
And then
that's
the third
crazy.
time.
Yeah.
If he busts 3 in a row, then it is a legitimate medical issue. There's no way, like, but you know, this is like I said.
I wonder if she is just like really hot though.
She could be really hot, and he might just have
voice
never.
was cute.
Yeah.
She's
Her voice sounded
Hadid
Yeah.
style hot.
Huh?
Gigi
Yeah,
or
sure.
whatever, Bella.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she could be very hot, and my hypothesis is he's just a nerd who's never gotten pussy in his life.
Inexperienced.
Just from everything I'm picking up
It's
here.
possible.
I
that's
had
what it feels
another
like.
scenario in my head. I don't know how long you want to stay on the
No,
calls. I was
please.
also picturing like a guy, 42, had one life, has a bunch of kids already, and he's like out, divorced, fresh, new, out on the scene.
Yes.
Very nervous.
Yes.
That could be.
He could.
Maybe there's some anxiety there.
That's a good point. But either way, it's a guy whose development has been arrested.
Yes.
Either he got married young in an early relationship, doesn't know how to. Either way, this is a guy who does not know how to date.
No.
Whether that's whatever the scenario is. But yeah. Have you ever encountered a fast buster?
In my yeah, probably because I'm so pretty.
Yeah, he couldn't help it.
He couldn't help it. That's what he said.
Yeah, that is how you play it off. That's the only way to play it off. I honestly have never been a fast buster, which is one of my only negative I don't have sexually is that I don't bust fast. And then it happened like once, and I was literally like, I think I was like reacting with too much like, that's fucking hilarious.
Curious.
No,
Yeah.
truly. And the woman didn't believe me.
That's a great way to handle
The
it.
woman didn't believe me, but I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I was literally like, that's so fucking funny that I busted fast. And she was just like, I mean, she was fucking weird as fuck too. Maybe there was something, I didn't really like her as a person, and her apartment was weird.
Your body knew.
But she had huge tits. Like there's a lot going on here. A lot of so it was like, I did find her pure, like from a just attractiveness thing, I found her pretty hot, and I hated everything else. And that's the only time in my life I've busted like crazy fast.
Your body was helping you out.
It was to get me out of there fast.
Yeah, the eject
like
button,
you don't like what's going on here, man.
Yeah. Osmosis Jones, bus button.
We gotta
like
get out of
the body
here.
keeps score.
We gotta get out of here before you have to fucking pet another ferret.